Hey, good morning everybody. It's Ned over My Philippine Dreams. It's about 6:30 on a Friday morning, and apologies for all the background noise. It's just part of living in the Philippines. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is Ned hanging out by a hospital at 6:30 in the morning? Well, maybe I have an answer for that. I get a good number of inquiries about healthcare in the Philippines, how affordable it is, how good it is, all that. To get an actual answer, you're gonna have to do a lot of research because some of the quality is very good, like up in Manila, and some areas around the provincial areas aren't as good. Now, as for costs, one of the options you have when living in the Philippines is to actually invest in a hospital. Now, when you invest in a hospital, you get a variety of perks. You also get dividends, so it's a bit of an investment. And if you do research on investment opportunities in the Philippines, hospital investments usually pop up. The hospital behind me is Dumaguete ACE. It's part of the consortium put together by ACE, which is Allied Care Experts. And they've been in business for quite a while, and at this point they've got over 20 hospitals in the Philippines, and they got more going up as we speak. The government, the GDP that's allocated towards healthcare isn't all that high, so this is like a private investment. These are doctors and private investors investing in a hospital to provide healthcare and investment opportunities for the shareholders. Now, how much does it cost? With ACE, they usually start at 200,000 pesos, then they go to 300,000 pesos, then they go to 400,000 pesos, and then it goes up from there as time goes on and dividends increase. Now, if you're living up in Manila, say Makati, and you want to join St. Luke's, you want to invest with them, it's going to be rather expensive at about 1.2 to 1.4 million pesos. So basically what you're looking at is an investment start with ACE, starting at 4,000, then going to 6,000, then 8,000 USD. Now, if you live in Northeast Mindanao, there's actually a new ACE going up there in Batuan, and you can avail yourself of that for about 200,000 pesos, which is quite the bargain. And with that, let's get into the actual benefits that you get as a shareholder. Okay, first up is discounts on stockholders and spouses. So if you're married, if you have a family in the Philippines, if you're planning on getting married, having a family in the Philippines, this is actually a pretty good investment because you and your spouse get 45 days free accommodations. That's room and board for 45 days in a private room or a private suite, if a private suite is available. It's non-cumulative and it doesn't roll. If you don't use it, you don't get 90 days the following year. But 45 days free accommodation, room and board in a private suite is actually really nice. You also get discounts on consultations. That's when you go to the doctor, and OPD procedures. That's outpatient procedures if you have to get surgeries, any kind of treatments and stuff. And it's 50% off for you and your spouse. There is also no operating room, delivery room, and emergency room fees. Usually when you go to the hospital and you have to do one of those things, there is additional fees. You also get 50% discount on MRIs, X-rays, CT scans, mammographies, routine laboratory procedures, including send-out laboratory procedures, EEG, ECGs, treadmills, 2D echoes, and you get 10 free physical therapy appointments per year. On top of that, if you avail of their pharmacy services, you get 10% off of that. That's not a huge savings, but it's better than nothing. Also, dental services are covered. You get a 30% discount on restorative, preventative, periodontics, endodontic surgery, bleaching, all that stuff, which is pretty sweet because you got to keep your grill piece good, man. You got to keep your grill piece good. Now, for kids, if you have kids, the benefits actually decrease a little bit for them, the coverage on that. So basically what you're getting is if your kid has to be hospitalized, you get a 50% discount on the hospitalization room, the private room or private suite if it is available. Your dependents, your kids also benefit from a 25% discount on all consultation fees, procedures, all that stuff. And they get a 25% discount on MRIs, X-rays, EEGs. And the kids also benefit from 30% off dental procedures, preventative, all that. All right, now let's talk about portability and transferability. One of the great things about if you invest with ACE is you get discounts at any ACE hospital throughout the Philippines. It's not going to be that free 45 days if it's not your base hospital, but you'll still get that 50% discount. You get the 25% discount on consultations, procedures, and a 50% discount on emergency room, operating room, all that, which is pretty sweet. So it's basically somewhat portable. You get the biggest discounts at your base hospital, and you get a slightly reduced rates at the other hospitals throughout the Philippines. And like I said, they got over 20 hospitals right now, and they got more going up across the Philippines. Transferability. Another good thing about this is if you die, and some of us are significantly older than our spouses, fiancés, girlfriends, the stock purchase transfers to her name, and it's basically in her name for the rest of her life. So that's pretty sweet. You can also sell the stocks that you purchase if at any time you don't want to, keep this, or you're moving or change your mind. You can sell it, but the hospital gets the first option to buy it back, and they're also going to buy it back with a 10% fee. So if you invested 200,000 pesos, you're going to lose 20,000 pesos. But this is an opportunity, and this is good for somebody who is, looking to start a family or has a family already, is looking for significant medical discounts. Also, PhilHealth stacks on top of that. So what happens is if you get hospitalized, first they take the deductions for PhilHealth, whatever percentage decrease that is, and then they take half or 25% of that. Because like I said, a lot of times I get inquiries about healthcare, what kind of opportunities are there, the costs, all that. So this is basically a way with an investment and to get dividends at some point to meet some of those needs. I've invested with Dumaguete Ace. That's my base hospital. I didn't get in at 200,000. I wish I had, but I had to pay a little bit more. But I think it's worth it because Dumaguete's got potential. It's growing, and it has a population that's looking for quality health care. And if you go into an Ace hospital, you're gonna see it's basically like a Western hospital. They got all state-of-the-art equipment. It's all brand new. Me and Chichai were actually there yesterday for an appointment, and it's totally different than what you're used to in some parts of the Philippines. So what are your thoughts? What are your experiences with healthcare? What do you think of this investment opportunity? Again, you can get rid of it at any point with a 10% loss. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. Again, share your thoughts down in the comments section. Until next time, this is Ned over My Philippine Dreams. Stay safe and have healthcare. Hey, if you consider our work to be of any value, consider supporting us on Patreon. If you're a Patreon, you get a free copy of my ebook, and we do monthly Google Hangouts. So consider doing that, if you would please.